Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. Just about set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. And now we'll get a look at this offense for the first time today. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him, I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives...
Wasting no time taking a shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Robinson will throw. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Man, these tight ends are such matchup nightmares. They can run so many different routes. And how about you throw in the corner route where you can throw it up to the big fella, where you've worked on your timing, you've moved him all over the field and had success. Great throw, great catch.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. He wants to throw. Got a man. It's Parks. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. Got his man.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you and make big plays.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And it's no good. He missed it. After the miss, no change in the score.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate, get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
Here comes the offense on first down. Leaves it with the running back. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
At the 26, second down.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to throw. Setting up the screen. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the first. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation of what play to dial up.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. To the air on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stop him just a link or two short of the first. And, man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Give to the running back. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They've picked up a couple of first downs to start this drive, and now 1st and 10 from the 47. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to the ground with the running back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Between the uprights, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. The coach has to be happy with that.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. How about this crowd rattling the rafters and trying to help their defense? It's complete on the right side.
the quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. There's great defensive linemen. The ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Now on 2nd and short after the first down completion. They'll try to get the corner here on the jet sweep. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And these jet sweeps used to be plays where you ran to try to trick them and get out wide and make big plays. But now, short yardage situations, you start to pack it in tight. Okay, I'll go out wide. I'll pick up my 5 to 10 yards and make it easy and get me a first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires into traffic, picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Skips away from pressure. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Buying some time. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism. He's got length. He's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. He's looking downfield to throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The offense set for a first down play. Robinson looking to pass. He finds his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
The receiver on the jet sweep. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
It's so hard because when they run jet sweeps, they don't always give him the football, and then you got to worry about other stuff. But great job focusing on your keys, seeing the jet sweep, pulling the trigger, going and getting the speedster on the ground.
Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Caught close to the marker. It's Parks. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Trying to find his man on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Parks.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Hands it off. Finds a crease at the 20. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the left.
He's going to pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Pressure coming. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up.
Fires deep toward the end zone.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads it downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to get to him. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Offense gets set for second down. Wide out in motion. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. This time on target. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. The aerial assault continues. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown. Sometimes you're hesitant to use your quarterback as a runner. Not when your quarterback runs like this.
You're dang right. I'm going to use him. I'm going to use him early and often. The dude can run so well, can make you miss. Do you worry about him getting dinged up throughout a game? Sure, but when you can do things like that, it makes your offense so much stronger.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knocked through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's good. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Robinson will throw. Got his man quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Got some of the work done on 1st down. Let's see what they have on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 1st down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
They'll try the run. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next game.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The offense is going to stay on the field now. This is within field goal range, but they already have one missed today. They'll go with the running game on 4th down here. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had a back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Roll the dice. Give your guys an opportunity to go make a play, and they do.
Going up top on 1st down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
2nd and 10 here. Robinson looking to pass. Gets it to the back. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air.
And it'll be a touchdown. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Coming out with it, it's Mason. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch, it's Smith. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
At the 23-yard line. Brings up second down.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Motion from the offense. On second down, wants to throw. It's on target and complete. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens to that DB? Starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. On the move, it's Baxter. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on second and 4. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
They've picked up a couple of first downs to start this drive, and now 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll give it to the back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Nice move to keep moving. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. And you saw it on that play.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They get him down after he makes a catch.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for it all. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? That the quarterback talk about him after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by...
The USFL Season 2 2025 Week 7 games and highlights will be coming up next on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2025.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense set on first down. He wants to throw. Finds his man. Second down coming up. Robinson will throw. Finds his man down the middle. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now to beat
The USFL Season 2 2025 Week 7 matchup is now live streaming on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2025.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Gives it to the back on the draw. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Just a great job by the quarterback, the running back, the offensive line. Sneaky little devils. What do they do? Make it look like pass, sneak in the run, catch you off guard. Great play call by the offense.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. They move the tight end all over. The running back has it. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. Man down.
Week 7 Chicago Blitz 4-2 at Seattle Dragons 4-2.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They've got him looking Ron, but they're going to throw it. Quickly complete. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. This offense has a second down play. Robinson looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
They'll throw it on first down. He caught it. Makes the easy catch and weaves his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Lining up for the PAT. Bangs it through for an extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Mason. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. It's complete to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Those corner routes are really, really good versus cover two. You know, the corner's playing zone coverage, and that receiver can push up the field and really break out between the safety and the corner, and had a lot of success on that one.
They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The USFL Season 2 2025 Week 7 matchups will be coming up next on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2025.
It's just mano-a-mano, receiver one-on-one, man coverage. He's got to win. He's got to get back and cross the defender's face, fight back to the football, make the catch to pick up that first down.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. And it's a touchdown.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up, and you keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's good. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The offense lining up for a first down play. He's going to pass. Finds his man. It's good.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
It's now 2nd down after the short completion. Robinson will throw. Finds a tight end. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to move it through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Parks. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking to go up top on first down. Finds his target down the middle.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. They'll immediately call timeout. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Feeling some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? Each of these 2 offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these 2 passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. The give to the running back from the shotgun. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
40-yard line. Second down coming up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite. It goes right to the wide receiver, makes the play, makes the catch. Man, that's frustrating for a defense.
Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams and get some push.
That receiver wore that one.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires on the move. Gets it in there for the touchdown. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Line gets set, first down. Robinson looking to pass. Throws to the tight end. Pulls it in. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Quick handoff. He breaks a tackle. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6.
Week 7 Memphis Showboats 3-4 at Houston Roughnecks 2-5.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Near the 48-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
A new set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed behind the line, it's Smith. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Robinson will throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. He'll just keep slinging it. Gets it out fast. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. The give to the tailback. Dances away from 1. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide in these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job on this defense.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. He got it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do out once he has it.
They'll try to run it in. And yes, he's into the end zone for the touchdown. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point draws them closer. It's 31-24. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Comes out throwing on first down. With the catch, it's Baxter. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's caught downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot, he's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
Leaves it with the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Now the play fake. Coming after him. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They're bringing heat. He'll try to do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They bring the punter onto the field now. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. They'll leave it with him. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The play-action fake. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Good enough for 1st down.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Smith takes the handoff. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to power their way ahead. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
Number 35, Usfl.
No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Oh, sick, nasty move, and he's loose. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers or big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Here on 2nd and short. He'll keep it himself. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. He'll do it himself. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Makes the grab outside. It's Smith. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Unleashes one deep. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
They've got them pinned back, and they're trying to rattle their eardrums. Listen to this crowd. They'll go to the ground. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Robinson looking to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Finds his tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Running back searching for a hole. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Robinson will throw. Gets it out quickly.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Looking at a 2nd and short now. To the ground with the back. Nice move, creates some space. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Parks. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. That last catch puts him over 150 yards receiving on the day.
Reese, this defense has no answer for this guy, and it doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's run or who's been covering him. They just can't stop him.
Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. Robinson looking to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the grab. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
I love it. The offense being aggressive. They're taking a shot. Good job by the QB getting a lot of air under that ball. And how about the receiver and his ability to track it?
And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that is just what you want. You get a 1st and goal situation defensively, and you can get a sack and get a good loss, put them out of an easy running situation. Nice job by the defense.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. 3rd and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, this defense is able to put out yet another fire in a situation late in the game, David, where they're up. Nice job and great effort creating that turnover.
And it's a great stop by the defense. They drove the ball down the field a little bit, but more importantly now, I gave the ball to my offense. You go finish this thing. We're up. It's late in the game. Now it's your turn to go. You put some points on the board. You take some time away. We can put this thing out of reach.
Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. The give and tick, 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 tick. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. He looks that one in nicely. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the 1st, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
And here comes the punt team.
On to kick it away.
Looking for a block. It's Good. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Robinson will throw. Got his man quickly. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. to the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Smith. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Parks. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Find space on the right. Not a big window, and that throw was money. They've got it at the 30. The offense will quickly use the timeout in search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. The sure hands, it's Smith. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
This crowd knows when to bring it. They'll go back to the air on second down. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
One of the things you have to be impressed about this defense is that they've got guys in the back end who can cover, man-to-man or zone. That last one gets swatted away. They're in a situation where they're expecting pass. You know this is going to be a tight window to throw into if you're the quarterback here.
Third down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. Quick completion on the out route. And sure tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.